Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Robocop Rogue City, where we are once again on the trail of Soot, the leader of the TorchHead Gang, except it's not going to be too difficult to find him, because apparently he's given a rock concert at the old Slaughterhouse. Okay.
This is where Soot is supposedly hiding.
Can't really call it hiding if he sent invitations to the whole city. A bit rude he forgot about us.
At least I will not feel bad crashing his party.
Murphy, I was thinking about what happened to you at the TV station. Maybe you shouldn't...
No need for alarm. Becker's chip is keeping my circuits in check.
You're more than just circuits, Murphy. Underneath all that metal, there's still you.
Alex Murphy is gone. He lost his life.
And despite that burden, you carry on. You've done more for this city dead than anyone has alive. That has to count for something. I'm gonna shut up now. Just take this little something to remind you of what I've just said. Open it the next time Becker gets under your skin. Also, don't forget you have a partner who's counting on you. Concert in an old slaughterhouse? I suppose it fits those animals. The place looks deserted. Are you sure your junkie friend didn't mix up the venues?
He is the type who likes to mix things up. We shall have to see.
Oh, this is the point where I finally figured out how to turn on the game's subtitles, so that should make things a bit easier for those of you watching this. And what Lewis was talking about earlier when she said, after what happened to you at the TV station. That's a reference to something that occurred in the game's intro, where you were put into a situation that reminded you of an emotional connection with your past, and you started glitching out.
We cannot go this way. We would need a warrant.
I can't believe those stupid directives are still holding you back. Go ahead, partner.
Oh, this door appears to be open now. How did that happen? Thanks, Lewis.
The stench. Someone missed potty training.
A little bit of evidence there. People were pointing out in the previous video that there's a bunch of evidence that I just missed. There are skill points that you can allocate to increase your scanning range and automatically highlight things like that at an increased range. And if you put more points into scanning, eventually it basically labels everything on your minimap, so you never miss anything. Might be worth doing. Because all of this evidence, it's all experience. Experience means more points. What's this? New Drug Empire, Kane, the Lord and Creator of Nuke. Oh yeah, this game is actually set after the second movie, Robocop 2.
If Sid is such a great performer, shouldn't there be a big line in here?
Regardless of his vocal abilities, I still want to see him sing.
I do have to say that, you know, despite the game's limited budget, they are using Unreal Engine 5 apparently, and what they've done with the environments are really, really good. Character models, not so much.
Wait, I think I can hear something. Maybe your informer was right after all. Gherkin, was it?
Pickles.
Yes, I definitely hear some commotion on the other side. Let's have a look, shall we?
Oh shit! Pigs on our lab! Why can't you give us a fucking break?
Justice never sleeps.
It's shooty bang bang time. So, I've talked about how you can upgrade your Beretta Auto 9, or Auto Mag, or Auto Burst, or whatever they're calling it this week. And people have commented in previous videos, and rightfully so, that while you can reliably one-shot people by headshotting them, if you're not shooting them in the head, it can take a couple of 3-round bursts to the chest to put them down, which seems a little unrealistic. And yeah, you're right. The point is, though, that you can upgrade this weapon. I haven't actually showed you that yet. Don't worry, we'll get around to it at some point. And while it is not terribly realistic that 6 shots to the chest... I mean, you can always just run up and punch them in the face. That works, too.
Operator, this is Lewis. Me and Murphy discovered a TorchHead's nuke lab at the old Slaughterhouse. Multiple subjects were neutralized, but there are still active threats in the vicinity, gang leader included. Requesting backup.
But yeah, while it's not terribly realistic that you have to put 6 bullets into somebody's chest in order to put them down, I kind of get it, because this isn't a simulator, and you do get to upgrade this weapon, and it does become ridiculously powerful. So you kind of have to start off somewhere. And you can one-shot enemies by shooting them in the head. At the start of the game, it rewards skill over brute force. Later on, once the weapon's upgraded, you can just brute force your way through. But as a starting point, I mean, I think it works okay.
Another locked door. I'm going to call this probable cause. No need for a warrant. They're all yours, partner.
Probable cause.
It's funny how Lewis seems to be immune to grenades, even though I'm not. Yeah, this is one of those games where your partner is basically functionally immune and invulnerable to damage. Until the plot decides that they need to take a bullet. The AI in this game, something we haven't actually talked about at all yet. Don't get me wrong, I like this game. It's fun, it's enjoyable. But at some point it starts to become clear that they didn't spend an awful lot of money developing the AI. Oh, is that that's a machine gun now. I probably shouldn't be standing in front of a machine gunner like this. He shaved off about half my health. There's got to be another way around. Rather than just standing in front of him and hoping that you get a lucky headshot. Yeah, you could be forgiven for not noticing how bad the AI actually is, though, because in most circumstances where there's any gunplay, it's you against a whole bunch of enemies, and you're not really focusing on any one individual enemy. So you're not really noticing how bad the individual AI is. Is that the machine? That's the machine. And of course he's wearing an armoured helmet, which makes it really difficult to get a headshot. Okay, shields up. Reload. And let's get him. Alright, screw this. Shields up, let's get out of his arc of fire. Right, now we can't use the machine gun. Okay. Just a couple left. I'm going to have that machine gun, by the way. What are you shooting at down there, Lewis? Is there anything I can assist you with? No? You got him? Alright. Yeah, the individual AI is pretty bad. Although, to be fair, they just do what the bad guys do in the movies. They just tend to stand there in front of you, blazing away and shuffling around. But you'll probably not actually notice how bad the AI is, because you're usually fighting a whole bunch of them at a time, and you don't have time to concentrate on any one bad guy and say, wow, his AI is pretty bad. Until you come to the point where you are concentrating on just one bad guy. And that's when the cracks start to show. Lewis, I want to check this whole place out for evidence before I advance on to the next part. But there doesn't actually seem to be anything other than guns. Lots of guns. Fuse box there. If I'd put points into... yeah, vitality. That's it. I'd have been able to repair at that fuse box. And I'm down below 50% health. But I do have 2 health kits. Also, if you put points in vitality, you can carry more health kits, which is nice.
You'll make a fine trophy.
You're okay there, Murphy?
Behind you!
up you get, big man. They're closing in on us.
Ah, new enemy type, the Kabooba. This is basically the Orc Berserkers from the Two Towers. Okay, at least it remembered that I still have the machine gun. That's nice. I didn't lose it during the cutscene. The only downside of picking up a secondary weapon like this is that it has limited ammunition, unlike your Beretta Auto 9, which has infinite ammo. Well, actually, there are several downsides associated with picking up secondary weapons. I mean, the secondary weapons scattered all over this place. Most of them, however, are just not worth picking up. The 9mm pistols and submachine guns, most of the assault rifles. The machine gun's always worth it, though, because it cuts them down like things that get cut down very easily. Words are failing me at this point. And there are other secondaries. We just haven't seen any of them yet. But at some point you're going to run out of ammo and you're going to be using the Beretta, which is why you want to get this thing upgraded as quickly as possible. Another machine gunner. Right, shields up. Crap. To burn my last health kit. This guy needs to die. There we go, we got him. That does mean I get to pick up another machine gun, which is nice. Alright, we seem to be clear.
Let's split up. You clear this floor, I'll check upstairs.
Lewis, wait!
Don't worry, partner. We'll stay in contact.
Ah yes, the old let's split up so we can cover more ground trick. When has that ever been a good idea? I suspect the game may be setting me up for Lewis being taken prisoner. Because you weren't there to stop it. Because she had the bright idea of splitting up. Anyway, now I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho. Okay. Gang stash discovered. Oh, evidence. Nice. What have we got in here? All kinds of good stuff. Oh, nice. Health packs. I had none left. So that's handy. Everything else in here appears to be discarded weapons, fuse boxes that I can't use yet. Not really seeing anything else. Alright, let's keep going. Knock knock. Yeah, the machine gun's really good. The machine gun is actually about as good as the Beretta can be later on, once you've gotten some upgrades for it.
I've got eyes on the stage. Looks like they haven't realized we're here yet. Soot's here. Get closer. I'll support you from the balcony. This music is driving me mad. Is that the point? Is it supposed to make you mad?
Alright. Well, I mean, I can see the objective marker, so I know which way to go to actually rendezvous with Lewis, but I'm checking for evidence. There's no rush. I mean, it's not like things are going to happen before I get there. It's just not that kind of game. Okay, couple of things here. First of all, I actually kind of like this song. And secondly, you could be forgiven for watching this and thinking, wow, those animations are terrible. It doesn't sync up with the music at all. And while it's true that the animations in this game are generally not that great, there's actually a very good reason for the poor animation in this particular scene, because they're not playing live, they're lip-syncing in a live performance.
disco ball decided to join us. Now the real show is about to go down. If you're a real torchhead, shoot that motherfucking tin can till it fucking rattles. And I'll take this opportunity to moisturize these golden vocal cords. Let's stay right there, everybody.
Oh, yeah. I have to be very, very careful of collateral damage in this one. So, Robocop has 3 prime directives. Uphold the law, protect the innocent, serve the public trust. The second prime directive is what applies here. It should go without saying that you have to take all care to not accidentally shoot civilians. Actually, he has 4 prime directives. I'm not sure if the 4th one, because the 4th one is a secret prime directive. I'm not sure if he still has to obey the 4th one, because the events of this game take place after the 2nd movie. I mean, it may be, I don't know. And the 4th prime directive is, don't arrest anybody who works for the OCP Corporation. Because, you know, of course they're going to put safeguards in to protect their property, or protect themselves from their property. But anyway. Well, now we're off the dance floor, and the civvies have scarpered. I think we can probably assume that anybody I see down here is up to no good. Oh, we have another breach. Oh shit, grenade. Let's move. Oh, hello. Upgrade chips for the weapon. Those are really, really good, but first you need a motherboard to actually insert them in. So, the second that becomes available, I will be showing it. In the meantime, it's time for us to apprehend Soot. Oh, this is kind of bad.
Had everything lined up perfectly.
Let us talk.
Stay the fuck away. You can't touch me. I do business with the new guy.
You seem to know a lot about him.
You're not getting anything out of me. Do you know how many cops I've killed? I ain't scared of you. Besides, I'm pumped up with nuke like a freaking power plant.
Then get ready for a meltdown.
If you think you're gonna get any... That's quite a grip you got there. Is that supposed to scare me? Not a single scratch.
So, what you have to do here is raise Soot's stress level to the point where he'll break down and tell you what it is that you need to know. But you can't kill him, obviously, because you need information from him. So instead, you have to... Look, this is kind of bad. I mean, look at that animation. The chair's stuck in him. You have to raise his stress levels without killing him. So you get to enjoy the dodgy hitboxes of the chairs that you're throwing at him. And basically smash up stuff that he gives a shit about.
Knock yourself out. That's not even mine.
It's really not done very well. It's in fact done very, very badly. And it's a real shame. I mean, I can see what they were trying to do here. It's like an interrogation scene, but instead of just copping out and doing it the easy way and giving us a cutscene, they're trying to do something new with it, but it's really just not that good. They've already established a game mechanic where you can pick stuff up and throw them at roomfuls of enemies, usually, you know, explosives, things that are going to blow up. And, I mean, Soot's voice lines aren't that bad here. They're actually kind of amusing. It's just the whole jankiness of everything else associated with this interrogation scene. It's just embarrassingly bad. I mean, they've got this mechanic where, oh, you can pick stuff up and throw it around. So let's make that be the... But look at the chair seat sticking out of his hip. I mean, come on. They've decided, well, let's make that the basis of the interrogation scene. You know, instead of doing something boring like just beating them up and throwing them around the room.
That was the only thing in my collection that I didn't steal. I freaking hate you!
Honestly, I think that would have probably worked a bit better, because this... yeah. This just doesn't.
You know my birthday? I don't remember getting a gift from you. That's not nice.
Yeah, the note that I picked up had his birthday on it, which is the combination he uses for the safe.
I'll never rest until every pig in Detroit is dead.
So, I appreciate they're trying to do something slightly different with an interrogation scene, but it would have probably worked out. It would have been a damn sight less janky and probably a lot more effective if we'd just been able to... because you can pick him up. I did it at the beginning. Picked him up and threw him into the wall. And in the original movie, there was a great scene when Robocop was arresting Clarence Boddicker. But every time he read him his Miranda rights, he was like, you have the right to remain silent, picks him up and throws him through a window. You have the right to a lawyer, picks him up and throws him against the wall. Anything you say, you know. I think that would have been a much, much better scene than the parade of jank that is this.
That's enough! I'll talk!
Lewis, I have Soot. He is ready to give me his statement about the new guy.
Wouldn't you rather hear it from the man himself?
Where is Officer Lewis?
She's outside, right next to me. We're having a nice citizen-officer chat. Why don't you take my rising star and join us, so we can exchange partners?
Called it. The only reason you split up with Lewis is so she could be taken prisoner without you being able to do anything about it.
The new guy is here. You are coming with me.
In that case, giddy up! Can you even feel the fear? Because you should be crapping in your pants right now. You have stepped into a big freaking mess!
Cleaning up the town mess is what I do.
Whoever they got to do the voice acting for Soot was clearly having way too much fun with his lines. It must be nice to get one of those roles where you can go completely over the top and still be in character.
If it wasn't for you, they would have never have guessed it was all on playback. When I need some fluke, I take nuke. Everywhere I look, I see nuke. My left hip is getting a bit numb. Can we swap sides?
Oh, I'm glitching out. Not sure why.
What are we stopping for? Huh? Has your battery drained or something?
Now, me and your partner here are growing impatient. Why don't you hurry up?
Oh yeah, the side door that Lewis opened for us. Oh, glitching out
What's
again.
wrong? Piggy scared of a meat hook?
This does not bode well.
Lewis,
I'm all right, Murphy.
drop your weapon. You are under arrest.
I don't think you're reading this situation.
You've probably noticed that the audio levels are all over the place in this game. Fortunately, I figured out how to turn subtitles on.
Thanks for the ride, big guy. It's the new guy in town. Welcome to Detroit. I assume you've seen our little TV spot. Short and sweet. You know the first rule of show business and drug dealing, right? Leave them wanting more. That's a lighter you got there.
Murphy?
Something wrong, cop.
Hey, so, I think it's time to get back to business.
You fucking idiot. Your stupid stunt put a spotlight on me. Oh, you want to talk business? Here's a free lesson. You never, ever fuck with the money.
Murphy, what's happening?
Now that we've got that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Wendell Antonowski. I believe you've met my brother before.
That would be this scumbag from the first movie.
My brother really did a number on you, didn't he?
No, he was a massive loser.
But, thanks to him, you've been given this great opportunity.
What the fuck are you doing to him?
There are people who would do anything to be in your position, to have your abilities, and yet you attach yourself to something that is the weakest in you, to the part that's still human. Imagine the pristine life you could lead without the things that limit you.
Murphy, don't let him get inside your head!
Like her. No attachments, no leverage. I admit, when I first heard that you were the reason my idiot brother was dead, I was furious. But then I got to thinking, why would I let anyone have such power over me? So I let it go. And now, I'm here to help you do the same. This is not an act of revenge. This is a gift.
Fuck you, scumbag!
Lewis!
Don't worry, Lewis is going to be fine. She doesn't die until the third movie. But I think we can safely say that this particular episode has left us with a lot more questions than answers, some of which at least we will be getting to the bottom of in the next episode. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.